Imagine you are cleaning out a relative's house. You find an old envelope. Inside, there are 12 $2 bills, still in sequence, never spent. You put them in your wallet. Over the next 2 weeks, you spend every single one. On coffee, on parking, on a newspaper, and then someone tells you what you had. Because those 12 bills, depending on their series, their condition, and their serial numbers, could have sold at auction for anywhere from $300 to over $4,000. Not collectively, per bill. The $2 bill is the most dismissed piece of currency in American history. People hoard them because they are strange. People spend them because they forget they have them. And people never check them because somewhere along the way, the culture decided they were not worth looking at. Here is the question. Do you know what is actually in your wallet? The $2 bill was first issued in 1862. It was discontinued in 1966, brought back in 1976, and it is still printed today. It has never stopped being legal tender. And yet, there are more $2 bills sitting in drawers, shoeboxes, and birthday card envelopes than in cash registers across the country. Here is why. The bill became rare in circulation, not because few were printed, but because people refused to spend them. Every person who receives a $2 bill and thinks that is unusual, let me keep it, removes one more bill from circulation. And the more people hoard them, the more unusual they become. The more unusual they become, the more people hoard them. This is a self-reinforcing cycle of perceived scarcity. The bill is common, the habit of spending it is not. But here's what that cycle created by accident. Certain $2 bills from specific years with specific characteristics are genuinely rare. Not because the Treasury made them rare, but because time, condition, and circumstance made them rare. And the people holding them have no idea. 4 things determine whether a $2 bill is worth $2 or $2,000: the series date, the seal color, the serial number, and the condition. That is it. 4 variables. And most people check 0 of them. Look at a $2 bill. On the front, next to Thomas Jefferson's portrait, there is a Treasury seal. On modern bills, that seal is green. On bills printed before 1976, that seal can be red. Red seal $2 bills are United States notes. The government stopped printing them in 1966. Every red seal $2 bill is at least 60 years old. Bills from the 1928 series, the oldest in significant circulation, carry values starting around $5 in average condition and rising into the hundreds in uncirculated grades. The 1928B and 1928C series are rarer still. A 1928B in fine condition can fetch $80 or more. In top uncirculated grade, the rarest examples have sold for well over $1,000 at auction. The 1953 and 1963 Red Seal series are more common, but still carry collector premiums in uncirculated condition. If you find a Red Seal $2 bill in any drawer tonight, do not spend it. Look up the series letter and the condition before you make any decision. Now look at the serial number on any $2 bill you have. Does it end with a small star symbol? That star means the bill is a replacement note. During printing, when a bill is damaged or misprinted, the Bureau of Engraving and Printing destroys it and prints a replacement. To track these replacements, they mark the serial number with a star. Star notes are printed in smaller quantities than standard notes, and certain star note runs are dramatically smaller than others. A normal print run might produce millions of bills. A star note run from a low-demand district might produce only a few 100,000. Most star notes carry only a small premium, but star notes from the rarest low print runs, in strong condition, have sold for hundreds of dollars, and the most exceptional examples for far more. There is a publicly available database of all known star note print runs. If you have a star note, checking the print run takes about 30 seconds. The difference between a common star note and a rare one is the number of bills printed, and you cannot know that number without checking. On April the 13th, 1976, post offices across the United States stamped first day of issue cancellations onto brand new $2 bills. These were the first $2 bills of the modern Green Seal series, released to mark the American Bicentennial. People stood in line for hours to get their bills stamped. Many mailed envelopes in and received stamped bills back. Most of these bills are worth only a small premium today because so many were saved. But a genuine first-day cover, in uncirculated condition, from a scarce post office, has sold for the low hundreds, and the rarest examples higher. There are also fakes, where a cancellation was added years later to fake the value. Genuine first-day covers can be authenticated by experts, so if you think you have one, have it checked before you trust the price. Even a common 1995 Green Seal $2 bill, with face value in any shop, can become a collector's item based entirely on one thing: the serial number. Currency collectors pay real premiums for what they call fancy serial numbers. A radar note is a serial number that reads identically forwards and backwards. A ladder note runs in perfect sequence: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A solid serial note has all 8 digits identical. A low serial number, anything below 100, carries collector value simply for its scarcity within any print run. Bills with these patterns have sold for anywhere from modest premiums to several $1,000s, depending on the pattern and the condition of the bill. The most coveted, a true ladder or a solid serial in pristine shape, reached the very top of that range. One $2 bill, $2 face value, thousands of dollars, because of 8 digits the Treasury assigned at random and nobody ever looked at. That is not a flex. That is a confession of how little attention we pay to what is already in our hands. Here is what to do tonight. Pull out every $2 bill you have. Check 3 things. First, the seal color. Red means printed before 1976, an automatic collector interest. Do not spend it. Green means keep checking. Second, the serial number. Does it end in a star? If yes, look up the print run for that district and series. Does it have a pattern, a radar, a ladder, a solid, or a number below 100? If yes, do not spend it. Third, the condition. Uncirculated means never folded, no crease, no wear. A bill found folded in a birthday card is circulated. A bill in an all-sealed bank bag may not be. Condition can be the difference between $20 and $2,000. 30 seconds per bill. Here is what this story is really about. The $2 bill was never actually worthless. The culture decided it was inconvenient, and inconvenient became invisible, and invisible became worthless in the minds of the people spending it. Think about how many other things follow that exact pattern. How many skills do you have that you dismissed because someone told you they were not practical? How many assets did you overlook because the format was unfamiliar? How many $2 bills have you spent because you never stopped to check what was actually in your hands? The people who find the valuable bills are not experts. They are not lucky. They are the people who stopped, who looked, who asked the question most people never bothered to ask. What is this actually worth? Money is a tool. It is not an identity, but a tool you never examine will always be worth less to you than it should be. So here is the question. When did you last look, actually look, at what is already in your possession? Not just your wallet. Everything. Go check your $2 bills tonight. Check your change. Check the old envelopes in the drawer. Check the birthday card from 1994. Subscribe to Money Fails. Real stories, real mistakes, real lessons. Because the bill everyone calls worthless might be the most valuable thing you spent this year without ever noticing. See you in the next one.